decades. I want to get the thoughts now of the great Geraldo Rivera.
Thank you, Connell. Great to see you, brother. How's it going?
You've been here. You and I have talked about just about everything off camera for about an hour.
We certainly have.
And the president was asked, on the tariffs, I really wanted to get your thoughts on how you think this came together. You know him well, right? Wasn't it kind of interesting that he says, well, it was just this morning that I was convinced?
Well, it could be. Maybe that's when he finally decided to pull the trigger. But I believe that he ambushed China. I believe that he suckered the whole world into believing that he was going to go down in this, this Harry Carey, this suicide mission.
So you think this is
against the world?
The plan all along?
I think well, with him, it's so much spontaneous. But I believe it evolved. I mean, Monday, so many people were feeling terrible pain.
Yeah.
The markets were tanking. There was no, end in sight. People were watching their 401ks, their IRAs disappear. The whole nation was, I think, trembling over the uncertainty of where we were going with this. He was picking a fight with the entire world. So I said Monday, well, isn't the problem China? Why are we getting everybody, UK, European Union, Japan, etc. China's the problem. I couldn't understand it. But then this morning, tell a New York story quickly.
Yep.
I'm at the Regency Hotel with a dear old friend of mine, David Gerald, who does the stocks. Erica and I, my wife and I, are together.
You're a broker?
You're with my broker.
Of course.
And we're talking about, oh my God, this is awful, but we're doing the right thing. You have to have courage. You have to stick it out. I went to my Twitter followers. I said, please don't sell. This is on Sunday and Monday. Please don't sell unless you absolutely have to. And then, look what he does. Oh, surprise. This is why Trump is triumphant. This is why you can't beat this guy.
Great breakfast, by the way, at the Regency.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about it? The president, you talk about going to your Twitter followers. He went to his, I don't think it was Twitter, it's probably his own platform, Truth Social, right after the market opened today. And he said, great time to buy.
What a tease. But then, when he said that, everything was gloom and doom.
Right, but he knew he was going to make this announcement, apparently. He said he
knew, of course he knew.
Well,
then he says, oh, by the way, I have this ace of spades. There it is, and now Is
that a little shady to you, though, that kind of thing? Or?
I think when you're dealing with, these giant forces, China's been, they've been cleaning our clock for a long time.
Right.
Making a lot of money on the U.S. trade in a lot of different ways. Dumping product. Not taking hours at all. How many Chevys and Fords and Buicks are riding around in Beijing, I wonder? Huh? Not very many.
They used to like Buicks, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that what he did was brilliant. And a lot of people are heaving a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah.
People were staring at the abyss. No one knew how far this was going to go, whether we really were off the cliff forever. And, I just feel sorry for all the people who chickened out and sold out and took major losses, because that's the thing about the market. When somebody wins, somebody else has lost.
What do you think his goal is here in all of this? Or maybe it's both, but I'm having a hard time seeing how you could do both. In other words, does he want to bring back all these manufacturing jobs? That's what he talks about all the time. If so, you'd want to keep the tariffs on, theoretically, even if, that's what, and then force people to move their businesses here. Or is he just trying to cut some sort of, he's cutting better deals?
I don't know, Connell, because that's way above my pay grade. But what I do know is that the United States now provides services to the world. We do what we do best.
Yeah.
There are countries that manufacture stuff and they do it as well as we do for a lot less money. You can't have barriers. The United States exists, and I hate to sound like a globalist, but it is an international reality. And I just think he wants the best possible deal he can get for the United States of America. God bless him for that. That's why people really dig the guy. That's why he's hard to beat. That charisma is unbelievable. I could sing his praises forever. And I wonder if I was sitting here and the market was down 2,000 instead of being up, all these thousands, if I would be singing the same tune. I hope so. It just seems to me that this is Trump writ large. This is the guy, the way he does business. He suckered China in, trying to put their neck way out there. We're going to fight you to the end, says President Xi. And guess what? The United States pulls a fast one.
Well, they did. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.